For a moment, step into the past with us. It's August 1981. Time to begin designing an all-new luxury sedan. It will incorporate the latest in aerodynamics, ergonomics, and electronics. It will use new materials and manufacturing methods. A timeline is drawn reaching from August 1981 to November 1987. Everything will come together along this line. 6 years and $600 million later, the 1988 Lincoln Continental comes to market. To step into the 1988 Lincoln Continental is to step into tomorrow. The Continental is quite simply the most advanced luxury automobile ever to bear the Lincoln name. It redefines the Lincoln Continental tradition for the 1990s. It is our design stepping stone into the 21st century. Here is the first front-wheel drive Lincoln luxury automobile. Who will buy it? The traditionalists who have been buying Continental, and the non-traditionalists who haven't. The younger buyers will be attracted, making the median age 50. That's 10 years younger than the large luxury market segment. The younger buyers will be affluent. However, the median income of $75,000 is $6,000 more than for those who bought last year's Continental. It is a car designed to appeal to the contemporary luxury lifestyle. What is the competition? Cadillac DeVille and, to a lesser degree, Seville. But those are older designs. The 1988 Continental is new, fresh, and exciting. It is the next logical step in aerodynamic design and a giant leap forward in automotive technology. The view from the front shows off that look of tomorrow. It's evident in those flush aerodynamic headlamps with polycarbonate lenses. Other touches of tomorrow include the flush windshield and side glass, concealed windshield wipers, close-fitting limousine-type doors, aerodynamic side mirrors, flush door handles, flush rear backlight, and wraparound rim fascia rear bumper. All of these reduce drag. The Continental has a 0.35 drag coefficient. That's 25% lower than last year. Continental slips through the air with less drag and turbulence. You can feel the improved handling. Reduced wind noise lowers the sound level in the car. And, of course, better aerodynamics means less fuel is wasted pushing Continental through the air. There are two series. This is the Standard Continental, and this is the Continental Signature Series. The difference lies in a higher level of interior appointments and standard equipment with only minor added ornamentation. The new Continental was designed around people. Most of the interior measurements are larger than the 1987 model, front and rear hip room in particular. The new Continental seats 6 people in comfort, and the 3 rear seat passengers have a little stretch-out room, reminiscent of a limousine. They have 5 full inches of knee clearance. The interior is not just spacious and luxurious, but high-tech and functional and driver-friendly. The new Continental has been ergonomically designed, enabling the driver to sit in a commanding but comfortable position, to see better outside and inside, to spot and read the instruments at a glance, to reach the controls with ease, and to identify switches by feel in the dark, and much more. The new Continental, with all its options, has 12 computer modules and another 12 solid-state electronic modules, plus many sensors and actuators. You might say tomorrow's computer-driven car is here today. Certainly no other production automobile comes close in onboard computer control. A computer continuously adjusts spark advance and fuel metering for optimum performance in virtually every driving situation. A computer operates the new sophisticated and versatile air suspension and leveling system, and the dual damping shock strut system that changes instantaneously to a firmer ride when you need it for a well-controlled luxury ride under all driving conditions. Another computer operates the new speed-sensitive variable assist power steering that provides just the right steering effort and road feel at all vehicle speeds. Still another computer controls the four-wheel disc anti-lock brakes, which provide quicker, more responsive, and more controlled stops in rain, mud, snow, and ice. Electronic innovation is all part of the design. The new 1988 Lincoln Continental seriously challenges the premise that functional luxury car comfort, ride, and handling must be different from that of the traditional full-size luxury car. Highly advanced Lincoln Continental technology provides the best of both worlds. We designed it that way. We engineered it that way. We built it that way. And your customers want it that way. To step into the 1988 Lincoln Continental is to step into tomorrow. And it's an exciting place to be.
Let me introduce Dennis Leon of Riverside Lincoln Mercury in Riverside, California. You're quite a salesman. You've been Salesman of the Month 9 times at your dealership. You're an XR4 TI specialist and even a member of the Sales Executive Club. And am I correct that you also were a finalist in the Sable Sell-Off?
Yes, I was, Lowell.
Now, you've had a chance to spend a little bit of time with this 1988 Lincoln Continental. Let's say I'm the customer, you're the salesman. What's so great about this automobile?
Well, it's truly the most exciting thing to come out of Lincoln Mercury in the most recent years. It is the totally redesigned Lincoln Continental. It is front-wheel drive. It incorporates the latest in technology. Let me show you some exciting features up front, Lowell, that makes this car a little different on the roadway. You have a color-coordinated polyurethane bumper.
It looks nice, but how practical is it?
Well, it's a highly protective material. It's rated at a 5-mile-per-hour impact bumper, which is 2.5 miles per hour stronger than the federal government requires. Also, you have flush-mounted halogen headlamps, which gives you a bright and whiter light as you go down the roadway. Also, standard cornering lamps to light your way around corners.
Why don't you show me what you've got to offer under the hood?
Okay, let me show you. On the 88 Lincoln, Lowell, we have a new inside hood security release underneath the steering column. Go ahead, Lowell, and feel how easy the hood opens with hood assist gas cylinders.
All you do is let the latch go, and there goes the hood.
Very easy. Notice that the engine is mounted transversely. It is front-wheel drive, so you get better traction in adverse weather conditions such as rain and snow. The Lincoln Continental is powered with a 3.8-liter V6 multi-port fuel injection engine. It gives you the precise fuel and air mixture to each cylinder. You get more horsepower and better fuel economy. And new on the 88 Continental is a system service bay diagnostic computer. What that does, and in the event that you're out driving and you have a minor malfunction with the engine, it'll record that information, and when you bring the vehicle in for service, it'll feed back that information to the service technician and give him helpful hints on how he might repair the automobile. Also, the Lincoln Continental has 4-wheel disc brakes and an ABS anti-lock braking system.
How do they differ from brakes we've seen in the past?
What it does is there's a sensor on each of the 4 brakes, and it'll automatically pump the brakes up to 10 times per second to give you a smoother, shorter, and straighter stop on either dry, wet, or slippery surfaces. Lowell, let me close the hood here a moment. You know, Lowell, Another feature about the 88 Lincoln Continental is that it has a drag coefficient of 0.35.
That sounds impressive, but what does it mean?
Well, I know it's a big word there. What it means to you as a potential owner is it means reduced wind noise as you're driving, better handling on the roadway, and better fuel economy. Also, Lowell, another feature on the 88 Continental is a new dual damping air suspension. What that does is that it will level the car out from front to rear, from side to side, no matter how much cargo or passengers you have inside the vehicle. Also, it has a computer sensor that will sense the roadway as you're traveling, and it will adjust the ride either to a firm or softer ride depending on the roadway conditions. Lowell, if you'll take a moment and look at the doors, you'll notice that they're larger over the 87 model. It gives you ease of entry and exit. And because of the new size, it gives you that limousine-like profile. Also, the doors are of the aircraft design. The doors are designed to fit onto the body instead of into the body. It simplifies the manufacturing process, and it improves the door fit, and it also cuts down on the drag of the vehicle, which gives you better fuel economy. If you'll step to the rear of the car, notice the aerodynamic styling of the automobile. The rear end is raised slightly to reduce the rear end lift. The air flows over the automobile, so you reduce it by 60%. Also, another feature of the automobile is the high-mounted stop lamp for ease and visibility in stop-and-go traffic. Also standard is the rear window defrost. Down below here you have a 90-degree wraparound tail lamp for maximum visibility in traffic, and down below again a polycarbonate 5-mile-per-hour impact bumper. Let me show you the trunk. Let me open the trunk for you. The trunk has an electric trunk release. When you open the trunk, the first thing you notice is the low liftover area. It's 5 inches lower than some of our competitors. Also, look at the large, spacious trunk. It's 19 cubic feet of trunk space, nearly 3 cubic feet larger than our major competitor, Cadillac Sedan DeVille. If you'll step to the driver's side, if you'll notice on the Continental, you have chrome wheel lip moldings that'll protect you in the parking lot. Also down below, you have standard P205/70R15 all-season steel-belted radials. If you'll look at the Continental, notice the rear quarter window. You have that limo-like greenhouse effect on the vehicle. Also, you have flush door handles to lower the drag. Safety is a top priority with Ford Motor Company also. Another standard feature on the automobile is child-proof safety locks. When you flip up this mechanism, it disengages the inside door handle, so when you put your small children in the rear of the automobile, they won't be able to open the door unless you open it from the outside for them. Also, you have body side moldings to protect you against parking lot dings when people open their car door on you. And down below, bright rocker panel moldings. Let's go over some of the interior features of the automobile, Lowell. When you open the door, take a moment and look at the interior. The interior was designed with 5 things in mind: style, luxury, room, comfort, and convenience. And if you'll have a seat behind the steering wheel, let's go over some of the interior features of the automobile. Lowell, I'd like to mention to you that the Continental offers seating capacity up to 6. The seats also have individual fold-down center armrest. And for your further driving comfort, we offer a 6-way power driver's seat. You can move you forward, back, up or down, front tilt, rear tilt, or reclining seat back. Also, you have a new electronic instrument cluster that will give you a digital readout on the speedometer. It also has a multi-gauge function and a message control center that will give you a wealth of information such as distance travel, your average fuel economy. It'll also remind you when to take the car in for service. Another feature is the auto climate control with a sun sensor. Once you set the temperature at one constant temperature, you don't have to reset it. Another feature is the AM/FM stereo electronic radio. And new for '88, the AM is even stereo. You can program 6 AM stations on the radio, also 12 FM stations. It has a cassette with auto reverse and auto eject. And the new compact disc is also available. At the wheel here, you have tilt wheel, so you can adjust for your driving comfort, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, also fingertip cruise control. Once you're traveling over 35 miles an hour, you can just press a button, turn it on, and set the speed.
I really like it here. You're not fumbling around trying to find it elsewhere. It's right in front of you.
Absolutely. Well, Lowell, that's it.
It's a beautiful automobile. I must say, Dennis, you're very thorough.
2 more things, Lowell. The '88 Continental is backed with a 6-year, 60,000-mile warranty on the powertrain and major components. It also comes with a 6-year, 100,000-mile corrosion protection. Being that you live in cold weather, you'll find that very helpful for you. Also, we back the car with our quality commitment program. We're interested in your satisfaction with us as a dealership, the automobile, and Ford Motor Company.
Thanks, Dennis. Nice presentation.
Thank you, Lowell.
Obviously, there's never enough time to cover every feature and benefit in actual sales situations. But there are a few major features you should put high on your list. Certainly, you should call attention to the new trend-setting design of the car. Its .35 coefficient of drag. That aerodynamic design saves fuel, improves handling, and makes the passenger compartment quieter. You can point out the flush glass all around, adding to contemporary style and aerodynamic efficiency. The large, luxuriously trimmed, illuminated trunk will appeal to many. Point out the highly refined 3.8-liter V6 engine with multi-port EFI. Combined with E4, this is a responsive but quiet power plant. You'll want to mention the 4-speed automatic, which is highly efficient and requires no maintenance. Speed-sensitive, variable assist power rack and pinion steering is another innovative feature, which means easy turning effort when parking and a good feel of the road on the highway. 4-wheel disc anti-lock brakes are quite important. They prevent lockup when braking on all kinds of surfaces. The dual damping air suspension is another Continental innovation. The air suspension is much advanced over previous systems. It provides leveling when you need it and prevents it when you don't need leveling. The dual damping shocks integrate with the 4-wheel struts, changing instantly from soft to firm according to the driving situation. And Continental also has 4-wheel independent suspension for an even smoother ride and better handling. Inside the car, point out the supportive, comfortable twin comfort lounge seats with power control for the driver's side standard. You might mention the tilt steering wheel, the new instrument panel, electronic instrument cluster, the message center with only 3 buttons for the trip computer, the electronic automatic climate control with a sun load sensor. And I'm sure you'll want to point out the radio, the electronic radio with stereo for both AM and FM, or the highly advanced Ford JBL audio system. Those are only the highlights. The 1988 Continental has very high-level features and leads the field in computer-driven features. High-tech luxury, that's Continental. It's a step into tomorrow, all right. There's a great deal to talk about. But all the talk in the world won't convey what some of these new functional features do for you. You have to feel that for yourself on the road.